record on this computer. All right, it is recording, I believe. Yes, it is recording. Welcome everybody to our new distributor Get Started Monday night. We are going to be doing these weekly. So if you don't catch this one, or if you want to just plug into them every single week, plug into them every single week. Because the good thing is, and I remember doing this when I was a brand new distributor, is that I would repeatedly, I would re-listen, re-watch things over and over and over, because every time that I did, I learned something new because I heard something different, or I actually heard it this time listening to it versus the other time. So tune in as often as you can, re-listen to them as often as you can. I remember to push record, so I will share this recording later, but share this with your newbies as they get going, as they get started, but re-listen to this because repetition is huge in this industry and in our business, and it's going to be something that's going to be very helpful to you. So welcome to our new distributor Get Started Zoom tonight. My name is Hong Forrest. I know it looks different, but I always tell people you pronounce it Hong, like Hong Kong. It's just spelled a little bit differently. I'm your Presidential Diamond Upline Leader. So some of y'all I personally sponsored. Some of y'all I am just a name and finally with a face now, but we are all on the same team, and I am so excited to get to welcome you to our WRAP family. I'm going to share with y'all my brief story. I have been an It Works distributor now for 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years in November. And I said yes to this opportunity nearly 5 years ago because I needed an extra $200 a month in my pocket because we needed the breathing room. And it was because of needing that $200 a month that I finally said yes to this opportunity. A good friend of mine, she and I cheered together way long time ago when I still lived in Kansas City. And I had seen her posting before and after pictures on Facebook, and I was a huge skeptic for obvious reasons. I was a skeptic because she and I came from a world of fitness and health, and when I saw her posting belly pictures, I immediately thought to myself, what a scam, what a joke. If you want to be healthier, you just need to eat better, you need to work out more. And so I didn't unfriend her or anything to that extreme. I just scrolled past her before and after pictures that she shared. So big time skeptic. And then I remember a couple months later, she posted how she and her husband had each earned a huge bonus doing what they were doing, which was as It Works distributors. And I immediately messaged her and I was like, is this for real? Is this legit? Could you send me some more information? Because that would be really great breathing room to have. So she sent me information right away. I remember it was Labor Day weekend. I was extremely busy at my job, and I did not get to ever read that email that she sent me with all the information. So I ignored it. A few more months goes by, and it's now November 2012. It's November 19th, 2012. It's my friend's birthday. I go to her Facebook wall and I write, happy birthday. For your birthday this year, I'm going to join your team. And I was overcome to write this on her wall because, y'all, I was getting ready. Although she had sent me all this information previously, I had ignored it. And the only reason that I kind of was thinking about it still was because I was getting ready for my own boudoir session. And the boudoir session was 2 days after Thanksgiving. And I thought to myself, gosh, it would be so amazing to feel a little more confident walking into that boudoir session. So I messaged that on her wall for her birthday, and she immediately messaged me, called me while I was at my job, and got me started right away as a distributor. Here's the thing. I said yes. And then because I was working full-time in the hotel industry, I was a corporate travel sales director. My boys were just 2 and 4 at the time. I also had my own newborn photography business that kept me very busy on nights and weekends. I photographed babies on the weekends. Nights after my boys went to bed, I was up editing, blogging, doing the social media and all that stuff. So I was already really busy. So even though I said yes to this opportunity at that time, it took me another 2 months to actually catch the vision and get going in my business. Some of y'all might be on this Zoom thinking that, hey, maybe you're in that same spot where you don't quite have the vision yet. I hope it's not. But if it is, just know that you can get started at any time. Just because you have a slow start, or maybe some of those who are just starting your businesses again or getting going in your businesses again, know that you can choose to say yes and choose to run at any time with this opportunity. It's completely up to you. So 2 months goes by and I hardly do a thing. I think I actually got one customer late in December because I realized that I was on the cusp of missing out on bonuses, which I actually did miss out on the bonuses because I didn't get started right away. So learn from my mistakes. Been there, done that. So finally, y'all, I remember mid-January 2013, my sponsor had just come back from conference. I did not attend that year. I had no vision. I didn't even know what conference was. It's the big annual event that happens in Florida each year. She came back and said, guess what, y'all? Mark Pentecost, our CEO, has brought back this $10,000 bonus. Any distributor, no matter how long you've been in the company, any distributor who goes diamond by March 31st, 2013, this was a couple years ago, if you hit that rank of diamond by March 31st, 2013, you can earn the $10,000 bonus. Who's going to go for it? I had no idea what it meant to actually take to go diamond. I just remember seeing that $10,000 bonus attached to this, and I typed in there on her team page. I was like, me, I'm going to go for it, you know? And immediately after typing that, I felt this great wave of sickness overcome me. I had no idea why I typed that. I had never wrapped anybody but my own tummy. I'd never been to a wrap party because I live here in Reno, Nevada. She lives in Kansas City. I'd never been to a wrap party, seen a wrap party. We didn't have the resources like we all have today. So I immediately got sick, and I realized that I needed to do some homework. I needed to get going in this business, and that's exactly what I chose to do from that day forward. It was like mid to late January 2013, and on forward, I started to work my business. I started to do exactly as I was taught, exactly what I was told. I pretty much started at that moment. I remember I messaged her questions all the time when I had questions, but she didn't mind because I was working my business, and I had legit questions. And because I was working my business, she took that time to answer, of course. So you'll always hear we'll match our time with our time and our effort with what you're putting into it. So if you're somebody who's running with this business and everything, never feel bad when you message your sponsor to ask questions or feel like you're bothering them, because this is my job. This is their job as your sponsor to help you get off and going so that you can be successful as soon as possible. Excuse me. So anyhow, so that happened. I got going in my business, and I know that the ranks, y'all, I'm not real familiar with it yet, but when I started February of 2013, I was still just a distributor. I partied my butt off that month, y'all, and I went from distributor to Ruby at the end of February. The following month in March, on March 28th, I hit diamond and earned that $10,000 bonus. So I was able to do that because I decided that I was going to do it, and because I got to work right away. And I'm telling you this because y'all have the same opportunity to earn your $10,000 bonus within the 90-day window from the time that you signed. It is possible to do. I've been there. I've done that. Your leaders like Adam, where's Adam? Adam's here, Danielle, Amanda, Melissa, we've all earned bonuses. And between my husband and I, because I got him enrolled as a distributor too, right after I went diamond, we have earned over $85,000 in bonuses from this opportunity. And I want you to know that it's possible for you to do the same. You just have to decide, and you have to do the work. All right. So March, we went diamond. I did not stop. I finally caught fire. I caught the vision. I kept going. The following month, we hit double diamond. And 3 months later, in July of 2013, we hit triple diamond. That was the month that I decided, because the 6 months prior, we paid off over $20,000 worth of debt because of it worked. I decided that I was now going to leave corporate America so that I could bring my boys home from daycare, so that I could be the ones to raise my children and be able to work from home around my family schedule, so I didn't have to ask anybody's permission to be a mom and to be able to do the things that we wanted to do. I did that in July of 2013. I was able to do that because of the clarity that I received from being able to pay off all that debt in that 6-month window where I actually started to work my business. And the beauty is I continued to grow and was able to work this business around my family. My kids were not in school yet. I got a whole year at home with both of my boys before my oldest started kindergarten. I got another year at home with just my youngest when big brother started kindergarten. And then that was the year that we went Presidential Diamond. That was 2 years ago, y'all, that we hit the rank of Presidential Diamond, which is just one from the very top. Every single step of the way, it has required hard work, it has required grit, determination, and never giving up. But I'm sharing that very brief part of my story with you because I want y'all to know that I started just the same as y'all are right now, where you're at. And I want you to know that whatever you decide, anything is possible, because I built this business. I literally tell people over my lunch break and after my boys were in bed, because I know how valuable time is. So if you are working full time right now, I want you to know that you can still incorporate and work this business successfully in little chunks of time throughout the day. If you gave us 1 to 2 hours a day of building and working your business intentionally, I promise you that you will be able to work your business and have a diamond business, a double diamond business, and be able to replace, if not overtake what your salary is that you have at your current job that you do. Okay, so bear with us, hang in there with us. Let's go through some of the nitty gritty and the basic things that I want y'all to know and to have and to do so you can get off and running right away. And then I'll take questions and whatnot. Okay, all right, so first things first, y'all. I am here, and your other leaders who, some of them are on here too, we are here because we want you to succeed. We are not successful unless y'all are successful. And why have a team if that team is not going to be successful? I want every single one of you to be more successful than you ever dreamed possible, because I started for $200 a month and I quickly surpassed that. And because when I started, I didn't start for the commas in my commission checks. I started for $200 a month. $200 a month. Maybe you started because you want to be able to have some extras without hurting your family's budget every single month, that you wanted to be able to have a little savings, to be able to pay off a credit card or save for a vacation or something, y'all. But I'm here because I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed beyond your wildest dream. I want you to surpass me. I want nothing more than y'all to have success beyond your wildest dream. So that's why I'm here. So let me help you. Let me guide you and use me to as much as you want. Ask questions, send messages. Hong, I don't know how to respond to this. Send us, send me, send your sponsor, send your leaders these questions and the things that you have on your mind so that we can help you. All right, that's why we're here. So let's cover some of the basics here, you guys. My why has changed over the last 4.5 years that I've done this business. It started because I needed that $200 a month, and then it evolved to, oh my gosh, we've paid off this much debt now. How about now? My why is because of my kids, because I want to be able to bring them home from daycare so that I could raise them. And then it just changes. Nowadays, my why and why I'm still a part of this company after almost 5 years is that I have yet to change enough lives. Every single day, every single month when our commission checks pay out, I get to hear from people who say, thank you so much for being a part of this company, because of you and sharing this, and because you didn't stop sharing this with me, because I was able to say yes, and I was able to earn this much money this month so that we could go do this for this month with my family. I have yet to change enough lives, and so I'm still doing this. And so I want y'all to know your why. Why did you say yes to this business? What was it about this opportunity or your sponsor or what they were sharing that made you say yes? And whatever it is, it might take you a while to figure out what that why is. And that why might change from the time that you say yes to next week, for example, as you start to catch the vision. And I say that I want you to sit and actually think about your why and your reason for saying yes to this opportunity, because there are going to be days where you do not feel like working this business. It's just a matter of reality. It's just the way that it is, because just like going to work, there are days when you don't want to go to work. This is work. This is a job. Yes, this gives you freedoms, it gives you options, it gives you choices, it is incredibly flexible, but you have to work in order to attain those freedoms and everything else. People, when we are starting out as brand new distributors, and we like to look at all of these top leaders in our company who have all this flexibility, this freedom of time, they get to travel the world, or they get to have all these things that they desire, and you look at that, a lot of people think, how do I get there? And then you want to get there, but you don't want to put in the work. We have to put in the work. So don't compare where you're starting to what they have, but know your why for starting and saying yes to this business. Because on those days that you're not working, I want you to think about why you said yes. It needs to be strong enough to push you to continue working. Those of you who are parents, your children hopefully are your why. You want to do this because you want them to be able to have options and choices that maybe you did not have as a child. You want them to be able, to give them things, you want them to be able to go maybe to college without taking out student loans. Those of you who are not parents, maybe you want to be able to travel the world before you settle down. Maybe you have medical bills that you'd like to pay off. Maybe you'd like to be debt free, or maybe you'd like to be able to just have options, period. That whatever it is, y'all, I want you to know your why. I want you to know why you're doing this. I want you to know what it is, because on those days when you don't feel like working, I need you to continue to work, because this business is about consistency. And if you're not consistent in this business, you're not going to be successful in this business. Okay. So know your why, write it out, share it with your sponsor, share it with me. I want to know, because that way, when you're not working your business, I'm going to come to you and say, I'm just throwing names out there. Danielle, remember you said that you were doing this business because of your daughters plus one on the way? Remember when you told me this is why you're doing this? Because you want to be able to pay for your twins' college education without taking out student loans and everything else? Tell us your why, because I want to gently remind you of that when you say this isn't working out for me. And I'm going to say this isn't working out because you're not being consistent. All right? And remember why you said yes. Danielle, did you have something to add, honey?
Yes. Give me one quick sec. I'm coming right back. I'm sorry.
I'm looking.
I'm sorry. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be back.
Okay, honey. No problem. All right. Okay, so y'all, she'll be back and she'll hop back in here in just a minute. But y'all, write that why down. Write that reason down for why you said yes. And it's okay that if you're not sure what it is, take some time. You don't have to do that right now, but take some time. Write down your why. Okay, next thing that I want to chat about is the communication method that you prefer. You need to let us know what it is. You need to let your sponsor know what it is. Some of y'all can't stand Facebook messages. Like, you maybe don't even have the Messenger app. I hope that you do, because it's a great tool of communication for all of us, but I hope that you have that. Maybe some of y'all can't stand talking on the telephone. And if that's the case, that's okay. If you prefer texting, if you prefer Facebook messages, tell your sponsor so we know how to get a hold of you, so we're not being annoying if we have a message or something really awesome to share with you and we call you and you never answer your phone. So I'm not a big phone person personally myself, but I just want y'all to know, if we don't know what your preferred communication method is, we don't know how to get to those more important things that we want to share with y'all. So let your peeps know what that preferred communication method is, okay? Let your sponsor know so that we're not going to bother you in other ways, all right? Okay, so communicate that. Next thing that I want y'all to know, write this down or put it in your phone until you memorize this information. Hopefully some of y'all have already got it memorized, but you need to know the date that you enrolled with It Works. I started November 19th, 2012. Like an anniversary, or like my husband's birthday, or my kids' birthdays, or like my social security number, I know that date, okay? So I want y'all to know that date is important. You also need to know your distributor ID number, okay? Again, like my social security number, I now have this number ingrained into my head. If you don't know your number, put it down on a note in your smartphone or something like that until you have it memorized. This is when you go to your back office to log into your eSuite to log in, that distributor ID number is your login name. You will log in with that number. It does give you the option to change it to something else. I remember for a time I changed it to my first and last name. Don't change it, because if you keep it as your distributor ID, you're going to memorize it a lot faster. So just keep it as your distributor ID. So write that down somewhere and put it in there and memorize that. Your replicated website address. Everybody has the same exact website as an It Works distributor. And the beauty is we don't have to do anything to maintain it, update, or whatnot. The company takes care of all those logistics and details. So all you have to do is choose what name you want. So when you became a distributor and you enrolled, chances are you made your website name. If not, your sponsor made one for you. Mine is hongforest.itworks.com. A lot of people will use their first and last names. Y'all can do the same if that's something that you want to do. But the thing is, you are welcome to change that URL, that website address, at any time as long as it's available. So like if you have a more common name like John Smith, that might not be available. So you might have to be creative, think outside the box, and come up with something else. But that website address, know that website address. And then once you start to print stuff like bullet cards and whatnot, I don't recommend that you change that website address at that point, because now you've already spent money probably to obtain blitz cards, print labels, etc. So don't change it after that point, okay? All right, Danielle is back, honey. Danielle, unmute yourself and share what it is that you had to share.
Hey, I'm so sorry. We're actually, see you guys, you can really do this business anywhere. We are in the drive-up line at Sonic with my family, and we were placing our order right when she said, "Hey, Danielle," and I'm like, Just, order my corn dog.
Hi,
Okay.
I'd like a super large limeade and a coney dog with chili cheese.
Right, exactly. I'm sorry. Okay, so she was asking about why, and I wanted to talk about my why and tell you guys that your why can change at any moment, but as long as you keep it first and foremost in the front of your business, that's what's going to keep you going. So when I first started this business, my why was just to make a couple extra dollars. I just wanted to supplement my income. I was a single working mom and I needed some extra income. And my goal was to just get out of debt. I just needed a little bit of money. When I went diamond, that was my goal. I didn't think it was possible at all to go as far as I did with this business. I thought I was just going to make a couple of extra dollars. So my goal when I actually went diamond, the month that I went diamond, was to close my additional business that I have from home, and it's my bakery, because I work full-time as a nurse, and I also own a full service bakery out of my house. I do wedding cakes, birthday cakes, pretty much anything. So that was my goal, because that was what was killing me and giving me no free time with my family. I was standing there making cakes for hours on end. So the month that I went diamond in March of 2015, I closed my bakery, and I didn't reopen it until about 3 months ago. And that was just out of choice because I wanted to make a couple of extra cakes. So I do some here and there now. But it's not a requirement, and that was a huge burden off my shoulders. This business really changed my family. My kids are my biggest advocate because they'll tell you how much more time this gives me. When I went double diamond last year in March of 2016, my goal for that was because I wanted to get my daughter's braces. I know it seems crazy, but that's something they've asked for years. And you guys, that's not cheap at all. It was a $300 a month note. And that's something that I really needed to be able to provide for my kids. They've been asking for years. And I said, if you're patient and you understand that mommy has to work this business, that's what you're getting when mom goes double diamond. And I went double diamond in March of 2016. And in May, when they finished school, the day they finished school for the year, that's what they got, was their braces. So my goal next is triple diamond. And I don't know if you guys know, but some of you do, I'm expecting a baby. So my goal is that when this baby is born and I have to go back to work, and I'm not due until December. So we're talking February, March. I would like to go back to work either part-time or just PRN as a nurse. I want to be able to spend time with this baby and stay home with my family. So that's my goal, is to go triple/presidential and stay home with my little one. So
awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that.
But keep in mind, it changes all the time. It changes with all of your goals. But if you keep that number one, then that's what'll keep you going in this business.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for sharing that. So y'all can see her why. You can hear her why, and you can hear the passion that she shared that with. That's how strong your why needs to be. I will tell people that your why needs to make you cry. Usually when I share my story, when I share my full story, and how this opportunity allowed me to bring my boys home from daycare, I share that, and I always cry when I share that part of my story. When you come to my Rap Wednesday parties, any of my parties that I share that, there are tears that well up in my eyes when I share that part. And that's how strong your why needs to be, that it makes you cry. Okay, but if you're not a crier, that's okay. I have some friends who are just not criers, no matter what it is, and that's okay too. All right. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. All right, y'all. So we talked about knowing your enrollment date, knowing your distributor ID number, knowing what your replicated website link is. Those are all really important. Now, your website link. Some of y'all might be hot and going and ready and share that website link everywhere and throw it up on Instagram, throw it up on Facebook. Facebook blocks our website links. But that is okay, because I don't want y'all to have a Facebook or a social media profile that looks like one big sales ad. Is one of the biggest turnoffs that when I go to somebody's web profile and I'm like, oh, okay, they really, really, really want to push these products on everybody. So I'm actually kind of glad that Facebook and Instagram block our site. So what I do when I want to share my site with somebody is I will type it with some sort of like a big bold dot in between. So I'll send hongforest.itworks.com. Like sometimes I'll type out the word dot and tell them just to make sure they replace that with an actual dot, so that way I can still send it. Or you can send it, like a lot of times I'll just take a picture of the back of my Blitz card that has my website on it, and I will send that picture to them when they ask for my website. Okay, so know your website link, so that you can share it with people, but know that we can't directly type it into like our Instagram bio, for example, that website section, even in our Facebook, that website section either, okay? All right, how many of y'all, just by a show of hands, are still waiting for your business builder kits to arrive? Okay, that's a lot of people. Remember when I said that almost 250,000 distributors joined our team in the last week of June? So they have been doing a really good job with getting some of those business builder kits already out already, but y'all don't sit and wait for that business builder kit to arrive. I promise you that there is nothing magical special in that business builder kit that is going to propel you from zero to hero. Everything that you need is already in your fingertips. You have access to your e-suite. You have access to your training academy. You have access to your sponsor. You have access to our team page, where that is, I pour into that team page, and that's where I'm going to give you what to post for the day if you need an idea, you know, tips and from our team leaders and everything else. You have everything that you need. You don't technically need that business builder kit at all. And I want you to know that you can build your business right now without having that business builder kit on hand. Yes, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. You can't wait to try the wraps that come in the kit, but it's okay. You can start your business without waiting. Go into our team page and find something to post, find something to post right away on those hashtag what to post ideas that you have. Do not wait for your kit. Please tell me, and please promise to yourself right now that you are not going to wait for your kit to arrive for you to get started with any aspect of your business, okay? Now, plugging in is super important. Y'all are here tonight. I'm super excited about that, that you are plugged in, have chose to plug in. Thank you for taking the time out of whatever it is that you have going on tonight to plug into this. I can't tell you enough how important it is to plug in. I'm going to name off some apps right now that are really important for y'all to have. 2 It Works apps that I really want y'all to make space on your smart devices to have is called the Wired app and the Wrap app. The Wired app is going to give you updated to the second announcements, reminders for the corporate calls on Sunday and Monday nights, all of that. You're going to get that little ticker reminders if you have your notifications turned on for your device, of course. But that's what the Wired app is. The Wrap app is going to allow you to take before and after pictures of yourself, of your customers, if they give you permission, and to submit those pictures to be approved by our marketing and compliance department. Okay, so that is another really great app to have. That's also great because if you actually use it and teach your customers to use it, they will get little tricks. So if you wrap one day, it's going to say, okay, 45 minutes are up. It's time to take the wrap off. And then you can wrap again in 3 days, but it'll give you reminders. Hey, don't forget to drink your water. Hey, it's been 72 hours. Let's take that after picture. So it's a great app to have. So Wired and Wrap app are the It Works global apps from our company that I want y'all to have. And then these other apps, y'all, obviously we're using this platform, the Zoom platform right now that you can join if you're on a computer. But if you're on your smartphone, I love the app, the Zoom app, because you can listen while you multitask and do other things. It will run in the background. So a lot of times when I do my team power hours, which y'all will get to know here in a little while, I will do the team power hour on Zoom from my phone, but still be able to access like my Facebook, my Instagram, and multitask and do other things. So get the Zoom app if at all possible, and make the room. It's worth it, I promise. Another app that I will use to share inspirational messages and to be able to communicate with my team. I don't know if y'all have heard of the Voxer app. It's available on all platforms, VOXER. It's like a 2-way radio app. It's a bright orange icon, but this is great because sometimes y'all have longer messages to send to me. I'm not a talk on the phone person per se. I will if I have to, but a lot of our team uses that to send me messages, like if they've got questions and whatnot, especially if they're like lengthier messages, because I love the voice feature in Facebook Messenger, but I can't do anything else while I'm listening to your 1 or 2 minute messages. So my being able to multitask is really, really important for me. But that's a great app to download to your devices. Find me once you download it. I will add you to our team, Success Series broadcast messages, and then you'll be able to send me messages as well, okay? Okay, hang tight. Any questions up to this point, y'all?
Yeah, y'all.
All right, okay, no questions up to this point. Let me keep going. Okay, other apps that I want y'all to be familiar have, obviously, y'all have Facebook. And if you don't have the Facebook app, please get it. Our team page is on Facebook. Our team training page is on Facebook, along with some other subgroups that we have. And it's really important for us to be able to, it's like our hub. It's our headquarters. It's our central for our team. It's a great place for us to be able to put what's happening and whatnot into the team page and be able to tag you from time to time. When you're new, it might feel like you have so many notifications, et cetera, but y'all, I promise that as you get going in your business, as you learn how to check into that team page and everything, you'll only be tagged in some of the most important things. Right now, you might be tagged in a lot of different things, but it's just because you're brand new and we want you to get off and going as quickly as possible. So if you're not using the Facebook app, please download that and get that. So, and that's it for those apps, y'all, with plugging in. Other ways to plug in, weekly calls from corporate. On Sunday and Monday nights, our company does calls. Sunday night is the Sunday night family call. It is a brief call. It never, ever lasts longer than like 20 minutes unless it's a call like right after conference and they're recapping conference. Then it might last 23 minutes. But y'all, it is a great way for you to plug in, get started, you know, organize yourself for the week. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So that's 9 o'clock Central time and 7 o'clock Pacific time if you're in my time zone. But y'all, it's a great way to kind of end your weekend, start your week. And it's a great way to get your head in the right place and to hear the news and announcements from that week to just get yourself ready in your business. So that's on Sunday nights. And then on Monday nights is a Show Me the Money call that ended right before we started our team training here. So y'all, that Monday night call is a really inspiring and motivating call. It is great when you are brand new to be able to hear from some of the different top leaders in our company, but also to learn too. So tonight they have Lachelle Ann. She's a brand new Presidential Diamond sideline sister of mine. She is Box for Ambassador Diamond. So they had her on and featured her, but they also featured Dr. Dawn and to talk about the chocolate greens, which is our brand new product, y'all. So it's a great way to learn, be inspired, and to stay motivated. So those are ways that you can be plugged into the culture of It Works with those weekly corporate calls. But there are also events too. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit more, okay? And you guys are already here on this stream Zoom, but we do other team conference calls, power hours, and whatnot. Plug into as many of those as you possibly can. But don't feel like you have to be tied down and jump on every single one of them. I want you to have a life still. I want you to be able to live and enjoy. Like, for example, on Sunday nights at 7 o'clock when the corporate call is going on, usually when I'm still fixing dinner for my family. So I'll plug an earbud in. But if I'm sitting down having dinner with my family at that time, for whatever the reason, you know, if that's just when it falls, I'm having dinner with my family. And that is something because I do this because of my family. And I want them to know that that they still come first to me. So work it around your schedule. Hop on to as many things as you possibly can live. But do know that if you have to miss one every so often, whether it's a corporate call or one of our team events, most of the time it's recorded so that you can catch it at a different time. I know that when I started this business, when I first started, I worked 8 to 5, and then I took care of my kids. And so if there's anything that happened during those time frames where I was working or whether I was photographing clients or whether I was with my family, I didn't necessarily catch it live, but I would commit to going back and immediately replaying it or catching the recording as soon as possible. The longer you leave between the time that the event happens to when you re-listen to the recording, the more chance that you'll have of not listening to it. All right? Okay, guys. Let's talk about your eSuite. How many of you, just a show of hands, have already logged into your eSuite, your back office? Awesome. Okay, that is wonderful. So those of y'all, okay, Jess, are you raising your hand and agreeing and saying that you have, or are you raising your hand because you have a question? All right, maybe you don't have a question. Okay. All right, guys. So if y'all have not logged into your eSuite, I want everyone to log into your eSuite and unlock your account. Let's make you active by unlocking your account. There's going to be a couple of quick questions, and that's pretty much to verify that all the information that was entered during your enrollment process is accurate and correct. It's going to have you confirm your social security number, your address, I believe, and one other thing. I can't recall what it is off the top of my head right now. But it's going to ask you to verify a couple of things to unlock your account so that you can fully access your eSuite. So do those things so you can unlock your eSuite, because if you don't ever log in and don't unlock your account, and people want to sign up and become customers, you won't ever get paid on those customers because you'll be in a commission hold world. Okay, so it's simple. It'll literally take you 1 minute to do. Log into eSuite with your distributor ID and the password that you created at the time that you became a distributor, and unlock your account right away. When you are in eSuite as well, first go to the settings button and then click on website. I want y'all to upload a picture of yourself to your website, because that way when you give your website to somebody or they come across your website, you can confirm with them that they're at the right place. There are a lot of times where they might get bounced around. So I always tell people when they come to my website, hey, look for my picture in the upper right-hand corner, all right? Make sure that you see my picture before you proceed. If you don't see my picture next to my name and my phone number, don't go any further, message me, all right? So make sure that you personalize and send and put that on there for them so that they know, hey, this is the right place. That's Hong's picture, or that's Lucinda's picture. I'm in the right place. So do that and update that, y'all. Your training academy. I am super excited about this because our training academy is brand new, it's current, it's up to date. Y'all, prior to this last week, our training academy was so out of date. It reminded me of like sitting in the classroom back in the day where the teacher would pop in a VHS during like health week and you'd watch a really outdated video. So y'all have these amazing resources, but this training academy is one of those things that is geared and tailored just for you. So for a brand new distributor, you get all these videos under this newbie category. There's not one that's longer than 4 minutes, I don't believe. I've already watched them all. There's not one that's longer than 4 minutes. Go through, watch them, re-watch them. Like I said, that repetition is only going to help reinforce these things into your head so that you can catch on a lot faster and be able to, as you hear these things again and again. So log in and watch your videos. So if you're brand new, that newbie section is going to be unlocked for you. And then guess what? As you grow and build and promote in your business and you get to Ruby and Emerald, the next section, the emerging leaders section, is going to be unlocked for you. So go through and read this. Those of y'all who are my leaders, who are emerging leaders and leaders who are on this Zoom with me right now, go back and watch those so that you can see what your newbies are watching too, so that when they come to you with questions, you'll be like, yep, I'm on it, I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about, right? And it's just exciting to be able to have these fresh resources that are up to date, that are current, that are in style currently. So watch them and get to know some of the faces and the personalities that are with our company currently here, and just watch them again and again and again. I can't emphasize enough. Go through that training academy and do it as fast as you can, and then just go back and re-listen, re-watch, et cetera, et cetera. If you're working a full-time job, y'all, one of the things that I used to do before I would lay my head down and go to bed at night is I would go through and watch. This was back in the day, so there was no training academy, but I would watch YouTube videos from some of our very top leaders. I would go to their channels and watch like the party pad videos, how to do a wrap party. I'd watch those again and again. So I want y'all to do the same with that training academy. One other thing I want y'all to double and triple and quadruple check when you're in your eSuite is on that auto ship tab. This, if you are on my team and you are serious about building your business, I cannot emphasize enough that having that ADBV auto ship set up is a law. And I tell you this, I'm going to cover it just briefly tonight, but you will hear more and more things about this as you are in for a little bit longer here over the next few days and the next few weeks here. In ADBV auto ship, y'all are distributors. Hopefully you said yes and you're committed to being on this Zoom because you want to make money with this opportunity. And if you want to make money with this opportunity, I need you to be serious about your business, and I need you to be a product of the product. I use every single product that we have at some point or another. You know, I don't use, for example, Relief on a daily basis, you know, but I always used to joke that the one product I have never tried was Estrowism, and now I have tried it because I use it for my hormonal acne, not because I'm going through the change. But y'all, I love our products. And if I had not, when I first started, the only things I ever tried were wraps and defining gel and fat fighter, because trust me, I needed all of those things, especially those fat fighters. But as I got serious about my business, which didn't happen, remember, until month 4, month 5, I finally started to realize, oh, you can change your auto ship to other things so that you can try different things. Try different things, but have that auto ship set up for at least 80 BV. So if you have a pack of wraps plus a container of greens, chocolate greens, really yummy, that will put you at 84 BV. And that's exactly what you need. So that way you can use the greens, and then you have 4 wraps to wrap 4 people, and you can make some wrap cash, or you can save those wraps for yourself and personally wrap yourself and get the personal testimony to share with your friends and family. But y'all, a product of the product is really important, but that 80 BV is really important because I want you guys to be commission qualified every single month. Running and processing that 80 BV once a month before the 25th of each month will guarantee that you collect your commission checks. There is one other way to be commission qualified every month, so that, let's say, if you didn't want to run that 80 BV auto ship, you wouldn't have to. But remember, I prefer that you do so. But the other way to be commission qualified each month is to have enough customers who are ordering so that you have at least 150 in volume each month. Okay, so if you've got a handful, like 5 customers, and they each order 80 BV worth of products, that's going to put you above that 150. Okay, and that's going to make you commission qualified for that month. So you could do that. All right. Yes. So y'all, your very first auto ship, in order for you to be eligible for all these bonuses and everything else, your auto ship must be set up, and it must run your very first time of your auto ship running. It has to run within those 30 days. So that's why when you signed up, most of y'all signed up towards the end of June here, your first auto ship is set up to run on July 25th. The system defaults it to 2 boxes of wraps, but if you wanted to change it so it's a box of wraps and a container of greens, which is exactly 84 BV, which will be, what is it, like $92 or something like that, y'all, change it to that. And that way you are eligible for all the bonuses. You are commission qualified, for example, because remember, our goal as your leaders is to make sure that y'all are successful, that you're going to get your loyal customers this month in, and I want y'all to get paid on those customers. I don't want y'all to do the work and not be commission qualified, okay? Adam, Danielle, am I leaving anything else out about that? Who else is on? Is it Danielle or Amanda on? Melissa's on too, I think. Hi, Joey! There you go. I'm sorry, I'm screaming and scrolling. All right, did I leave anything else out about that y'all can think of with the auto ships? Okay, all right. So that's what I want y'all to take care of in eSuite right now. I want to talk a little bit about gear. You can't see it because my camera is higher. I am wearing the very first It Works shirt that I ever bought. And I bought this, 4.5 years ago. I bought this shirt because it clearly says it works. When I started, I did not have a lot of extra funds, so I only bought 1 shirt, and even that was a little bit of stretch, but I bought this 1 shirt, and y'all, I wore the crap out of this shirt. I still love this shirt because, boom, it just says it works. And everywhere I'd go, when I wasn't at work, I had wrap parties, 2 wrap parties back to back, one night after another, I'd wear the same shirt. Febreze was a lifesaver. But you guys, you don't have to buy every single shirt. Yes, I own a lot of black, green, and bling nowadays, but when I started, I did not. I bought 1 shirt, and I wore this 1 shirt, and it's still one of my very favorite shirts because it's very obvious, right? Very, very obvious. So when you go places, I love when people are like, well, what works? And I get to tell them what works. Or when I go places, people are like, oh yeah, it really does work. I've tried it. And then people around us are like, I wonder what the heck they're talking about. What works? What are you talking about? It is the biggest conversation starter. Wear it everywhere you go. All right, wear it everywhere you go. So just start with 1 shirt. And we have a lot of really cute shirts, but don't worry about the super cute ones that you can't clearly see that it says it works. Get the one that says it works, biggest and boldest that you can find. All right, so start with 1 shirt. Be a walking, talking billboard for it works. Like even like this Hydro Flask. I love the Hydro Flask, but I bought the one in lime green when I went to buy this, obviously because that's my business color, right? So like I have all these things that are lime green. I'm always got a hint of green on me. Like the shorts I wore today to go hiking were lime green. So just always think about that. Be a walking, talking billboard. Now, if you guys are brand new, I want you to know that when you enroll 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days, the company's going to give you a $100 shopping spree. With that $100 shopping spree, you can get products, you can get gear, you can get marketing material like catalogs and the new catalog and party pad. You can get all these things with that $100 shopping spree. So get those 4 loyal customers as fast as you can so you can earn that shopping spree so that you can get yourself a shirt, okay? And a few other things if you wanted to with that $100 shopping spree. So there's a way to do it to make it works, pay for it, all right? So next thing, y'all, any questions? Any questions? Y'all still with me? Are we all good? Yes. All right. Adam, I'm going to smack you. And so inside joke. All right, so y'all, next thing that I want y'all to do is, and we like to have fun. Y'all, we do. If this business ever becomes not fun to you, I want you to go and sit down with your rap brothers and rap sisters and make it fun again. Figure out why it is that it's not fun. But I love doing this business and I love having fun with it. We talk about the F-bombs with It Works, friendship, fun, and freedom. Get the other F-bombs out of your head, you crazies. But we love to have fun with this. And it's just one of those things. And I tell this a lot of times with some of I'm a mom, and I get it if some of you guys are not moms, but because I'm a mom, you know, a lot of the people that I enroll and I sponsor, they are moms. But I always tell those moms, especially the ones who are stay-at-home moms, this is a great way for them to get out and talk to non-little people, right? So have fun with this opportunity. You're going to be able to learn these things, but have fun with this opportunity and just think about those friendships and everything else and just keep it fun, all right? Okay, wanted to throw that out there. Next thing that I want y'all to do, your 100th list. You are going to hear this again and again in this industry. I have been with It Works for almost 5 years, but I have been a part of this network marketing industry since 2004. Yes, 2004. It's crazy to me, but in every company that I've been a part with, y'all, everyone always talks about this 100th list, and everyone obviously calls it their own version of it, of course. But y'all, it's so important. And for you, as you're starting out and if you're brand new, it might be really intimidating for you to sit down and write down the first 100 names that you might think of. So I know in my boot camp that I have for y'all, I think I have y'all writing out like your first 30 names that you can think of. And you guys, there's a memory jogger a document that's in the training academy of your eSuite that's going to help jog your memory of all the people that you do know that you might not be thinking of. And that could be, aside from the obvious, you know, all your family, your acquaintances, your co-workers, your mail person, if it's somebody that actually delivers mail up to your home, if it's the FedEx or UPS person, if you get a lot of packages and it's usually the same person on your route. Think of the people that you went to college with, high school with, all the clubs and organizations, if you're a part of any of that. Your dog groomer, if you take your dog to the groomer every so often regularly. All these people, you know, your daycare, your kids' daycare providers, your dog's boarding people. Think of all the people in your life, you know, and as your circle, the people you go to the gym with, you know, the person at the front desk at the gym who you always say hello to when you walk in there at a certain time every single night to work out or whatever. All of these people who are in your network, their names and if you have their names, put their names down on that 100th list. These are all the people whose names are going to go down your 100th list, and this 100th list is going to grow. My 100th list is a 1,000th list because I add to it all the time. Nobody's name ever leaves my 100th list unless they tell me, leave me the heck alone. Don't you ever bother me again. I don't ever want to hear about that crazy rap thing. Or if they unfortunately pass away, okay? Nobody's name ever leaves my 1,000th list unless one of those two things happen. Because here's the thing. That 100th list is going to be something that you're going to utilize in your business as you grow and as you build in your business. A lot of y'all might come from very small networks. You might not know very many people, but that's okay because in order to be successful with this business, it doesn't require you to know a lot of people. But we are going to teach you how to grow your network. We're going to teach you how to utilize the people you do know and help share you with their network. We're going to teach you this very skill because this is a very important skill to have in this industry. And it's one that if you do right and you do well, it's going to come back and bless you again and again and again. And people are going to refer you or remember you when the time comes for them to utilize what it is that you have. Okay, so keep this 100th list with you always. And then you're going to be taught this, but you're going to start contacting those people on that list. So the first 30 people that you contact, I hope are the people that you would tell when you have really exciting news. Like let's say if you find out you're pregnant or if you're getting married or you got engaged, you know, who are those first 30 people that you would share that exciting type of news with? Those are the first people that I want y'all to reach out to about this business of yours, because those are the people who are your supporters no matter what. They're the people who stand behind us no matter if we make great decisions or not great decisions, right? They're the ones that you call call when you need somebody to bail you out of jail. So contact those people. Those should be the first people that you contact, because those are the people who, no matter what it is that you do, they will support you to no end. So those should be the first people that you contact. So start making out that 100th list of yours, and just don't discriminate when you write those names down. Don't think, oh, so-and-so has a really amazing job and they make such great money. They live in this amazing house and drive these really nice cars and vacation all the time already. I don't need to put them on this list. Don't you play God. You have no idea that that person might want the friendships, that person might really be hurting on the inside, because although they have all these nice material things, they don't have anything deeper than that. Okay, so don't play God with the names that you put down, and decide for somebody else that they should or should not be contacted and shared about this opportunity that you have on your hands, or the products that you have on your hands. Okay, write them all down. Unless you know that they're already a distributor or somebody else's loyal customers, like I obviously are starting to get to know you guys, don't put my name down. So, for example, if you already know that they're one of those things, don't put their name down, of course. But everybody else in your network, you know, you're going to put their name down, and you're going to be taught and start being creative about being in contact with them, because your very first touch with some of these outside of your really, really close circle, safe circle, your first contact with them is not going to be about it work. And if it is, I'm going to smack y'all right now, because I don't want you to do that. I want you to develop and deepen the relationship that you may or may not have with these people before you reach out to them about your opportunity, okay? Because those relationships are going to matter a lot more than you just reaching out to somebody saying, hey, I just started a new business. I haven't talked to you in 14 years, but I was wondering if you wanted to try that crazy rep thing. Yeah, see, not genuine. Okay, so y'all, that 100th list, and use that memory jogger to help you out. Okay, let me step through a couple more things, y'all, and then we'll open it up for question and answer, okay? All right, your steps to success. How many of y'all shampoo, wash your hair? Okay, show of hands, wash your hair, right? So even if you don't have a lot of hair like Joey, he still washes his head. So when we go to wash our hair, what do? We lather, we rinse, and then we repeat that process every time we wash our hair, right? Some of us wash our hair once every other day, whatever it is, but we lather, we rinse, and repeat. That is how simple our business is. We lather, we rinse, and we repeat, okay? The steps to success that our company has set up, it is a document. You can find it right there in your training academy. When you get to that video, click that button to print your steps to success. But it is a sheet that's going to, mine is over here. But anyway, so it's the sheet that tells you exactly what it is that you need to do in your business every single month. And that very first step is to be commission qualified for the month by processing that ABBV auto ship so that you can be a product of the product. Your second step is to enroll 4 loyal customers. We are going to teach you every single day and show you ways to enroll customers, but you're going to enroll 4 loyal customers every single month, especially in your first 30 days. This is very important so that you can earn that $100 shopping spree right now. So you can also be eligible for bonuses as well. But the beauty of gathering loyal customers in your business and organization is that for every 2 loyal customers that you bring into your business, the company is going to say, way to go, here's a wrap reward. What the heck is a wrap reward? It is the ability to purchase a box of wraps, not at the wholesale price of $59, but at a special reward price of just $25, free shipping, and then whatever tax it is for where you live. So where I live, I pay like $29 for that box of 4 wraps, and then I get to turn around and share it with 4 people at $25 each, and essentially make $75 in profit from that box of wraps. And y'all, this is a great way to get wrap cash and put it in your pocket and let it pay for whatever it is that you want to pay for. I just had a loyal customer come to my house. She was in a pinch for wraps, and she bought a box of wraps, whatever it came to, taxes, shipping, handling. She handed me $67. I was like, here, hon. And that was wrap cash. When I do parties and I wrap people who try at the wrap parties, they each try a wrap for $25 each. I have done parties where I've walked away with hundreds of dollars of wrap cash. If you are strapped for cash and you have wraps on hand, share those with people at $25 each so that you can make some wrap cash and be able to share this life-changing product with these people, because I love when people get excited when they try that wrap for the very first time, and you take it off and put their before pictures next to their after pictures, and they get excited about the results they see in just those 45 minutes, okay? So wrap cash. okay? And you get those wrap rewards so that you can earn that wrap cash by enrolling at 2 loyal customers for every 2 loyal customers. So that's part of that second step of your steps to success. So recap, first step, be commission qualified with that 80 BV auto ship. Second step is to gather 4 loyal customers every single month. 4 is that number you should shoot for, okay? If you get more than that, fantastic. If you don't quite hit that target right off the bat, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over not meeting that target. Remember, I did nothing my first 2 months, okay? Okay, the third step of your steps of success is called Go Ruby. You have joined the business because you wanted to make money and use these products and be able to share them with people. Your job now is to find the people who also want to do this as a business and make some money with you. They're not the people whose arms you have to twist to say yes. Trust me, there are enough people in this world that you don't have to twist arms to get people to say yes. Find the people who want to do this with you. You know, if they want to have fun with you, if they want to make some side money with you, if they're looking for a way to pay off bills, find those people. They are out there, and you don't know who they are until you offer them this opportunity. I ask everyone, hey, I know you want to be a loyal customer and get the wraps, but I was wondering, especially right now, it's the same price to get the wraps and start your business. Would you be interested in making some extra money with me? And I ask everybody that. Especially if they're just interested in being a loyal customer, I still ask them if they want the opportunity as well. I know I was able to say that very smoothly, but y'all, I've been doing this for a lot longer than you. But the more you practice doing these things, the more part of your vocabulary it will become as well. So I ask everybody, because one of your first goals is to get to Ruby too. And you do that by finding 3 people who want to do this with you as a business partner. And then at least one of those 3 people, they're going to find at least 2 people to do this as a business with them as well. Those 5 people will help set you up for the rank of Ruby in our company. And if you don't know, a Ruby distributor in our company makes on average $500 in commissions a month. Okay, so those 3 are the 3 steps to success. That is our lather, rinse, and repeat. Okay, that's all that we focus on every single month. And in our team page and in our weekly trainings and everything else, we're going to share and guide with you how to achieve and complete those steps of success every single month, whether you're building your business in person, face-to-face with people, or whether you're choosing to build your business online. Okay, it can be done either way. I do a combination of both. All right, so
hey,
next thing, y'all. Yes.
So in regards to the steps to success, one, that's your guideline. It's not a requirement, but some months you'll find that you enroll 10 customers and maybe just 2 team members. Or some months you might just enroll 3 customers and 5 team members. That's fine. That's awesome. Don't, just use that as a guide. My goal this month is 4 customers, 3 team members. If it's the 15th of the month and you've enrolled 4 customers already, keep going. You still have half a month left. So, push yourself and challenge yourself, but just know that that's a guide. It's not like if you don't meet that, you're going to lose something. But just know that you'll have months where, you're higher on one than the other sometimes. Very
good point. Thank you, Adam. Don't beat yourself up if you don't meet that every single month. Just know that the more consistently you work your business, the more it'll give you that opportunity to reach those numbers every single month. Okay. All right. Steps to success. Oh, print them out every single month. So when it's a brand new month, you guys want to print out a brand new steps to success sheet and put it right in front of you or wherever it is your workspace is. So you can be reminded every single month. When I get a new loyal customer, I write their name down in that spot because that reminds me, hey, Kristen filled that spot for this month, and then that way on those months where you get like 10 loyal customers, it's awesome to be able to see that on a piece of paper that only has 4 spaces because now you have to add your own spaces to write in the rest of those names. So it's a really great visual motivation with that too. All right, y'all. So that's the steps to success. Focus on that and work towards completing your steps to success each and every month. Now, launch parties. I need to talk about this because this is super important. I know that this is a business that you can build online from your phone. I do that 90% of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, but I love parties. And I love being face-to-face with people because it is a fantastic way to build your business in a very solid manner. My first year in this business, I'd say that 99% of my business came from wrap parties. And then the last couple of years was when social media really took off. So I took advantage of that too. But y'all, a launch party is crucial in growing your business right away. If you're not local to your sponsor, do not feel that you cannot do a launch party. We'll either find somebody to help you with it, or with the power of technology, we'll be able to Zoom like this or FaceTime into your event so that we can be a part of the event and help you share the information that goes with giving that party, okay? So don't feel that you can't do this if your sponsor's not close to you. If you've had a launch party already, do another one. Do several launch parties. My launch party, my very first launch party wasn't until I was a couple months in as a distributor, but I still called it my launch party because it was my first one. Nowadays, y'all, I do a weekly wrap party. I do it on Wednesdays. I call it Wrapping Wednesdays. I do it at my house on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. Or 7 o'clock, you know, pick a time that works for you. And I do that every week because that consistency is really important because I can catch people. There might be people who say, oh, Hong, I can't come this week. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. You can come next week. And guess what? They don't have an excuse right off the bat with, oh, crap, you know? So they make plans for next week. But that's just it, that if you have something set up, when you are talking to people and sharing what you have with people, you have a party date already set up. Hey, you know what? Since you're interested in this, I'm actually having a party tomorrow night at my house, a get together tomorrow night at my house to share this with some people. You should come on by. And keep it super casual. Don't, you know, if you don't like to use the word party with your network of friends or whatever, don't call it a party. Just call it a get together. Call it a gathering. Or just say, hey, come on by. You know, I'm sharing this with somebody else too who wanted to learn about it also. So just keep it whatever you want to. You can call it whatever you want to, but if you do them consistently, that's fantastic. But if you don't want to do a party, at least allow your sponsor to help you with a launch party just to show you how much fun they can be and how amazing they can be, because it's a great way to share with a group of people right away. Even if one person comes to your party, that's awesome. My launch party at my very first wrap party, I had 2 people come to my wrap party. So I want you guys to know it's not about how many people are there. You know, it's just about who is there. So if it's one person, it's one person. That's okay. I personally will drive 3-4 hours to launch a new distributor. So if you are a newbie, ask your sponsor. If they're not local to you, see if they will drive, because I bet you they probably would be willing to drive if that's something that they can do. I'm willing to drive 3 to 4 hours to launch a new distributor of mine, and that's something that I am willing to do because I know that it's going to be time well spent either sharing and showing my new distributor how to do a wrap party, or if nobody comes, guess what? It's crucial one-on-one training time that I will get with that new distributor. So get that launch party scheduled. Don't wait for your kit to come in to launch or to schedule that launch party or to set a date for that party. You don't need anything in that kit to do a party, okay? I've done a party with no wraps. I've done a party where I only had 10 minutes to give the presentation, and I still did it. So y'all don't find the excuses for why you can't set a party. Just do it. Promise me that you'll do it, and just do it because it's going to be so worth it, okay? All right, let me go. Where am I on my notes? Launch party. Oh, along the line with parties, y'all, we do, okay, who's sent me a chat? Adam just shared that his launch party, he had 3 people, 2 people wrapped and became customers. So y'all, big, small, it doesn't matter. Don't think the launch party has to be ginormous or huge. Now, along with the party thing though, y'all, we have actually online parties. As our team does Facebook parties every single week, this is a great way for you to invite your Facebook friends to it. Don't invite everybody, please, but please, please do not invite all of your friends. Invite a select number of people. Like choose 20 people and don't just invite them to the event. Send them a message first and tell them, hey, you know what? I thought of you. You're such a great friend. I appreciate all the support and everything I've ever done or whatever it is. But I'm having a wrap party, a Facebook wrap party this Thursday. And I was hoping that you would be able to attend if you're free. Send them something like that and then invite them. Don't just invite them because with the groups and with the parties and the events, I feel like I get added to a lot of things every day, and I always appreciate the ones who take the time to ask me beforehand. I will remember that versus the people who just add me to their groups and to their events, okay? So be personal in your business, all right? Okay. All right. I want to make sure I hit a few more things here so that I can wrap it up. Ooh, this is a good one, y'all. Get social. Some of y'all might be terrified to start posting and utilizing your social media in a way that you have not before, but I want you to know that it can still be your social media. I ask that you don't post anything negative to your social media. And this, you know, I remember I used to post, like, if I had like road rage, I would post about the car that I was road raging about, or, you know, if I had a bad experience at a restaurant, I would go off and I would go to where's the first place I would want to go to talk about the rant and vent about that? I'd want to go to Facebook, you know, and talk about that, or Twitter, or whatever it is. I ask that if you have anything negative that you want to vent or dirty laundry, keep all of that off social media. Because here's the thing, you're now an It Works distributor. And like it or not, the second you start to share and utilize your personal Facebook profile to start to highlight this new opportunity of yours, this is your brand now. Yeah, and who you are and what you make of this opportunity and what you do with this is all part of your brand. And if one day you're talking about like rainbows and unicorns and everything else, and then the next second it's all, I hate this and I hate that, and F-bomb this, and not the good F-bombs, but F-bomb this and F-bomb that, you know, and I hate life, it's going to really confuse your network. It's going to really throw people off that, hey, I love this opportunity. It's so wonderful. I'm so inspired. But the next second, you're talking about how much you despise this or that or hate this or that. So it's very conflicting, if you see what I'm saying. So try to do your best. Like if you have something and you want to vent, type it out and post it to only me. Not me, but there's an option where you can post to just you. So you can do that, or type it out and send it to yourself on a text message. But yeah, just don't put it out there for people to see, because even if you do post it and you end up going, oh crap, I shouldn't have posted that, and you go back and delete it, there have been a few eyes who have already seen it, okay? So try to keep it positive, try to keep it inspiring. But you know what? I ask that distributors post at least twice a day about It Works. So that can be one product post and one opportunity post. Don't do too much though, because you still want your friends to be able to continue to enjoy and love the personality and the persona that you put out on social media. So if you have shared funny memes and you've shared recipes or health tips and whatnot, still continue to share those things. And I always say to sprinkle in your It Works. I don't know why I always do this when I say the word sprinkle, but sprinkle in your It Works. So like I always like to start the day by sharing an inspirational quote of some sort. And I always have, even before It Works. It's just always been a thing that I've always done. And then, I'll share, like, if you're using one of our products, what a great way to share about our product without looking like a sales ad, without looking like a bulletin board, So if I'm drinking my greens for the morning, I'm not going to do it every single day, but I might share one day, I might have a selfie with my container of greens and my probiotic and whatever else, and just share like how I love that my greens naturally energizes me because I'm always on the go, or something of that sort, So like if you're rapping, share a picture of you. Like if you're not comfortable putting your belly on social media, share a picture of like you with the rap and that you're about to rap yourself or something like that, Those are awesome to share because it's still a picture of you. And people will like that. People will like it without even knowing that they liked it, that they liked a product post, for example. But your social media should still be engaging and attractive. It should pull people into you and what you're doing with this adventure of yours instead of pushing people away, all right? So it's really important that you still post the things that you post right now, unless it's negative. It's time to cut that out. And then just sprinkle in your It Works throughout there, okay? So I have albums in my team page that gives you social media ideas on opportunity posts and product posts as well. And then every day, I'm going to try to do it every single day, but I'm going to do the hashtag what to post to give you ideas on what to post for that day. Also, if you really are just in a spot where you have no idea what to share, what to post for that day, I will ask that when you are following other It Works leaders that you never hit that share button. Like if they shared something amazing, don't click the share button and share it to your profile, because the only thing that's doing is that's pushing traffic to that person's profile. It's potentially pushing your potentials to that person's profile instead of yours. Like if they shared something and you you really liked it, try to, like, you can use that picture, or better yet, use your own picture that you might have of the product, and then kind of copy and paste the verbiage and then change it a little bit so it sounds a little bit more like you. Does that make sense? Because I don't want y'all to share and potentially drive people away. So Adam just shared. Adam, what was that? Okay.
While you were talking, I was just showing like kind of examples, like, oh, look, I'm holding new you. So I'd like be posting about new you.
Yes, there you go. So posting, yes, pictures of yourself with the product are awesome.
Oh, I'm holding clams.
Yes. And the guys, I have a photo album in my team page too that has pictures that I've taken of the product. So like, if you feel like your pictures aren't like pretty enough or whatever, there's an album of really pretty pictures of the products that I've taken, that so it's not like used all across from 250,000 distributors across the company. And then that way you can edit them and filter them to your liking before you post them as well. Okay. One of the perks of having a photographer upline leader. Okay. Let's do a few last things. We can always go on and on and on. Okay. Guys, compliant pictures. I know it's so tempting to post your own personal before and after pictures that have not been approved by corporate. Please help me out. Use only corporate approved before and after photos. There is a whole album on Pinterest. I'm trying to find them and put them into an album on our team page as well, but they have to be in like that black grid with all the compliant information on it. It has to be that way. Maybe your wraps came in and you got super excited and you wanted to share your own personal before and after pictures. You can do that personally in a private message. Like you could put a post that says, hey, I just tried my very first wrap. If you want to see my results, comment below or send me a message. And then you could send it personally, privately, but don't post it for all to see, because we have guidelines from the FDA and the FTC that we have to follow to protect our company and to make sure that we are around for a really long time and that we don't get shut down because of a couple of distributors' oversight in sticking with the compliant pictures and whatnot. Yes, see that picture that Adam is holding up? It has to be in this very specific corporate guidelines. Okay, that's the template. That's why we have to submit our before and after pictures through the Wrap app for it to be approved and everything. Okay, compliant pictures. Okay, do not be afraid to post to social media, especially about the products or the opportunity, because you have no idea how to respond to people should they start commenting or messaging. Your sponsor, your upline, we are all here to help you respond to people. If you have no idea how to reply to somebody, like I get this all the time from people who are brand new and starting. They're like, oh, what do I say to this? I'm like, send me a screenshot. Show me what it is that they asked and let me help you respond. Copy and paste and send this to them. It's going to be one of the greatest ways for you to learn, because you're going to see exactly what I would say to somebody if they were to ask me about a certain product or a certain opportunity. And it's a great way to be able for you to learn. So we're here for that very thing. Don't feel like you're bothering us. Put it in the team page, that way it gets the most visibility and other people can jump in and help you with, this is what I would say, or this is what I would share with them if they needed some more information. So don't be afraid to ask us. Don't be afraid to post because you're not sure how to respond should people start asking you. We're there. Take those screenshots, post it, and then we will help you with how to respond, okay? And then with your social media, you guys, be honest, be genuine, still be a part of you. I want to get to know the personalities of your personalities. Your friends are your friends because of who you are. They don't want that replaced with all it work stuff. Still keep your personality a part of your profile, part of your Instagram, part of your Snapchat and everything else, and then just sprinkle in there like that you actually are using the products, that you love this before and after picture and this testimony from your upline, from your friend, from your fellow distributor, but still keep it honest and genuine so that people still want to see what you're posting. Don't get down if only you get 2 likes on a post that's more It Works related, but then you post a cat meme and it's got 400 likes. Don't get down on that. Know that means that people are looking at your profile. If you have a ton of likes on a funny picture, but not so many likes on a more obvious It Works one, for example. So when you do share on social media too, I'm saying this for myself too, because I am really bad at doing this, but sometimes I get really long-winded and I will share a novel. Don't do that. Break it up. Like, I know you want to share that you're excited about your new business. You're excited about these before and after picture results of your own. You're excited about how, how good you feel after drinking greens. Break that up so that all of a sudden that big old long old novel has now become 3 different posts that you can share over the next course of the next couple of days. Okay, so break it up so it's not a huge long post. People's attention spans are very, 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 very limited, and I know I'm reminding that because it's now 8:15. Okay, last thing that I'm going to cover right now before I open up for Q&A is It-Work events. Look at events.itworks.com. Go to that link. See whatever One Team One Mission mini boot camp It Works event is happening near you, and get to an event. Plug in right away as soon as you can into the culture that is our It Works global company, so that you can be a part of that right away. Kansas City boot camp. A lot of y'all are in Kansas City. Friday the 25th, right, Adam? Not the 26th?
The 25th is for diamonds and above, and then the 26th is the actual event.
Got it. Okay. So the 26th, so Saturday the 26th, get there to boot camp and be a part of that. You will get to experience, like our corporate leaders will be there. It's just a great way for you to experience a very, 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 very tiny sliver of what it will feel like to go to conference in February, for example. Okay. So get yourself to an It Works event. All right. Next Monday, I'm going to do another Get Started training like this. But in the meantime, I'm going to be, your leaders and I were going to be going live on our team page to talk about blitzing, to talk about parties, to talk about how we make money, all these things. But y'all, I'm going to wrap it up with a few things. Y'all can ask some questions right now if you have them. I want you to know that if you don't have 4 loyal customers yet, your very first goal should be those 4 loyal customers, okay? Those 4 loyal customers. And if you live in a house with mom, sister, brother, cousin, those 4 do not count because they share your address. So these have to be 4 legit customers who don't share an address with anybody else. It can't be, if you have your sister and your cousin who live together, but not with you, they both could be loyal customers, but only one of them will count as your first 4 loyal customers for bonus purposes because of the whole shared address thing. All right. So, but your very first goal, 4 loyal customers. And as soon as you guys do that, I want to hear all about it. And I want you to shout it from the rooftop because it is a big, big deal for you to get your first 4 loyal customers. Don't overthink this opportunity, y'all. I can't emphasize enough to not overthink this opportunity. This is one of the very, very, very few places that you will be able to earn money as you learn in this opportunity. Okay? So, what else? Okay, you guys can start unmuting to prepare yourself to ask questions if you have anything. And while you do that, I want you guys to promise yourself. You can promise it to me all you want to, but I want you to promise to yourself. I want you to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're not going to quit at the first sign of defeat. I have gotten so many no's on this journey of mine ever since I joined this industry in 2004. So many people have told me no. Had I stopped, I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be able to have a lot of the freedoms and the choices and the options that I have to this day. And I want y'all to have that if that's what you want. But if you stop at the first sign of no, if you stop at the first sign of this is hard or defeat, you won't get to experience it. My family went hiking this morning, and we live in Reno, so it's very, high terrain, it's high altitude and everything else. And it's very easy to want to not go and climb mountains and hike mountains. But I always think of doing those things and in relation to my business. You could always stop, but if you keep going, that view is going to be amazing. And not just the view, but to be able to tell yourself, I did that. I accomplished that. I did that despite how I felt, despite the no's that I got. To be able to say that you did that is an incredible thing. So don't give up at that very first sign of defeat. You guys just keep going. Don't do this for just 2 weeks and give up. I want you guys to do this. Promise yourself, give yourself a whole year. There's 4 seasons in a year. There's seasons in our business as well. There's ups and downs, the ebb and flow of this business. I want you to get to know all of them. So, because I want you to know that it happens in this industry, that there are seasons where sometimes it's quieter than others, but I want you guys to promise yourself and give yourself that entire year so that you can feel that out. And for some people, it might take them 2 years to really feel it out. But promise that you will give it yourself the time, and also the time to build and work this business intentionally, okay? All right, you guys. Any questions that might be on your mind that you would like to ask? And then anybody want to throw anything else out in there? Adam, Danielle, Melissa, y'all want to throw anything in there?
Adam, is that you?
Just focus on getting those 4 loyal customers. And right now, with this wrap kit promotion, that's amazing. In the 4 years that we've been in this business, we have never once had the starter kits discounted. We have had like an extra box of wraps or something thrown in, but we have never had a discounted packet or a starter kit. So when they did the $9.99, that was insane. Like, I never would have expected that. But right now, having them even discounted at $59. I mean, somebody can get a box of wraps as a customer for $59, but to be able to start this business and all the things that you get included for that $59 is pretty amazing. I mean, literally, you get your $100 shopping spree as soon as you get those 4 loyal customers. And, you have $140 worth of product included in your kit. And just selling those 4 wraps, you're already going to make your money, over what you invested. But also, sorry, my dog's like jumping around right now. But anyway, with the fast start bonuses that we have right now, doubled. So if you help a new team member join you and get started in this business and they get their 4 customers, that's $200 in your pocket. That's crazy. So literally, if you enroll 3 friends this week and they decide, to go and get their 4 customers, that's $200 in your pocket. And you can do that 1,000,000 times if you want to. That's what I love about the weekly fast start bonuses is they're unlimited. That's the fastest way to give yourself a raise, is to help somebody join your team and help them start to be successful by getting those customers. So, $59 joining wrap kit promotion right now is so crazy. But then, it's helping you start to build your Ruby team and start to help get those double fast start bonuses. So there's just a lot of crazy incentive right now. And this business is just, to add 250,000 people into this business in 6 days, that's pretty crazy. So just know that you have the power to build your business as fast as you can, as fast as you want, just by sharing the products or sharing the opportunity with people. But with this promotion that's going on right now, run with it. Get those people started. If somebody wants a box of wraps, say, hey, Sarah, I know you were thinking about getting started with the wraps and trying them as a customer. Have you ever thought about maybe making some extra money too while you're using the products? It's actually the same price to get started as a distributor right now. Give them the option. Our upline, Chantel Lyons, who's an ambassador diamond, she attended her sponsor's wrap party. And at the end of the party, when she left, Stacy asked her, hey, you can either become a customer and make me some money, or you can become a distributor and make yourself some money. So 2 days later, Chantel called her and said, hey, well, I'm going to make myself some money, so I'll go ahead and sign up as a distributor. Now she's a top earner in the company. Like, you never know who's going to say yes to the opportunity, but you have to ask the question.
Awesome. All right, Danielle, did you want to add in something, honey? I saw you had unmuted earlier. No,
she's always eating. She's always eating.
So,
leave her alone.
Joe is giving me a hard time.
She's eating ice cream.
I'm eating ice cream. It's so cliche. I'm eating ice cream and I had pickles earlier. I hate to be cliche.
God.
Sorry, y'all.
Mistake or genius, right?
I can't
All
help
right,
it.
y'all.